Have you been good little boys and girls today? Because it's time for your daily brainwashing. Welcome to Doug TenNapel channel. We're in exile. And this is a great piece of propaganda from Tim Walz campaign. Creepy fake Tim Walz. You guys are going to crack up at this one, man. I like how condescending it is. He really thinks like you people are stupid.
All right, this thing, old school carburetor. You can always tell something about somebody's maintenance when how clean their air filter is.
There's good old Tim Walz. You could eat off the inside of that truck hood. I've had cars my whole life. I never had a car this clean. My dad, by the way, was a car nut and he was Dutch, so kind of psycho about cleaning things. And he never had a car that was this clean. Certainly, I've never opened up and had my air filter happen to look like that. Any given time you open up my air filter, it did not look like that. And Tim Walz here, he had to go out and he probably bought that t-shirt used just so he could get out of his white button-down collar. And he just so happened to be wearing a camouflage hat. Oh, Tim Walz, that's just so you.
Look, to be able to work on this thing, you got a manual.
My dad, you don't need a manual to work on a car. So he's already going somewhere with this allegory, and it's hilarious. You need a manual. I never cracked my manual open, especially not to change the air filter or change the oil.
It shows you exactly what to do to fix things on this. Donald Trump and J.D. Vance have a manual too. It's called Project 2025.
Holy shit.
It's called Project 2025.
Project 2025. Holy moly. Look, I didn't see that coming. I almost got whiplash. He went from manual to fix your truck to Project 2025. They're back on that weirdo conspiracy. Now, the good news is this means they have nothing on Trump and Vance. They have nothing on him. They have stuff on Mark Robinson. Don't get me wrong on that, but these guys have nothing on Trump and Vance. All they can talk about is Project 2025, like I said, where I'm almost certain Trump has never even read the document.
And it's a way to stick it to the middle class while giving tax cuts to the wealthiest.
Speaking of the wealthiest, my family could never afford a personalized license plate.
Look, they didn't give me a manual for this if you didn't plan on using it to fix your truck. They didn't create that Project 2025 just to have it set around as a doorstop.
Really? What did they create it for, Tim Walz? He's going, look, just like they don't create a manual for your truck to use it as a doorstop, they expect you to use it, which no one uses. They also didn't make that Project 2025 for nothing. It's a conspiracy. You actually open up the hood to Trump's brain. You open it up and there's a Project 2025 copy of it right there inside of his mind. He has no other free will but to copy and fulfill that document's desires. These people are crazy.
We know who these guys are. We know they got a playbook to rig the economy.
The biggest conspiracy that they have against Trump is that he's going to give some tax breaks to some rich people. And meanwhile, compare that to the dirt on Tim Walz and Kamala Harris, which are basically harvesting human babies.
Let's make sure it doesn't. And
how much horsepower does that engine have, Tim Walz? Why don't you go read your manual?
You can always tell, again, somebody, if they keep a clean air filter, they do good maintenance.
Look at this guy. Do you trust this guy? Look at that. This is the guy that says you always know someone. Hey, look at my air filter, guys. This is how you know if you can trust someone on their maintenance, by looking at their air filter. This is made for dumb people. It's actually false. There's no reason or logic driving it. It does not make a point. It does not have anything holding it up. This is the worst they could come up with. Thank you, Lord. I'm Doug in exile. They're saying that thanks to Project 2025, they're going to rig the financial system. I wish someone would rig the financial system. When are they going to rig it to get some jobs, to turn on the economy, to give us a tax break, to lower the inflation, to lower the cost of fuel? It'd be great if someone rigged that.